we have a number of cases with Mr. Higgly. The first one of those is Ashley Wheeler versus Joshua Higgly. That's filed 09-13021-DS. I do see Mr. Higgly is present. Ms. Kraus, is this your matter?
This is.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about this case, and then I believe you have a petition filed as well.
Correct. This hearing was adjourned from August 26th when the bond was reduced to a PR bond with conditions. Upon his release, he was immediately to make a payment of $608. He did that. He was to make an additional payment of $608 within 10 days of the hearing. He did that as well. And he's to continue to make monthly payments of $608. Obviously, with those two payments, he has met that portion of it. The petition that was submitted to the court is requesting that he's to pay for this specific case $148, which is current support of $98 and $50 towards overdue, pursuant to the Michigan child support formula. So that would be $148 total for this specific case.
All right, and the 608, I believe, was a combination of all the cases. Was that correct?
It was the combination of all the charging cases, as he does have arrears cases. And I don't know if you specifically want to know what all of the cases request to be, because there is a petition for each of them. I don't know if you want that amount for the record, or you would have the understanding of what it is, even though we're on one specific case.
Yeah, well, the 608 was the current charging amount each month, and there's a petition, I believe, in each case to add to that for the arrears. Is that right? So
yep.
So it'll go up $50 for this case, and then probably a similar or close to that amount in each of the other cases.
Yep.
In general,
all of the recommendations are pursuant to the Michigan child support formula guidelines.
All right. Mr. Higgly, for this particular case, the recommendation is that you continue to pay your monthly amount plus a $50 amount for your going towards your arrears. Do you have any objection to that?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so the 608 number that we previously told you is going to go up a small amount for each of these three cases, $50 for this case, and when we'll get to the next cases and add on to it. So it's probably going to be a little bit more. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So for this particular case, I will order the additional $50 to be on arrears. So that makes your monthly obligation in this particular case $148. And that's going to be a small amount of the 608 total. All right, sir.
All right.
All right. So I'll call your next case. We'll call all three of them in order. Next matter is Cynthia Burns versus Joshua Higgly, file 12-14492-DS. Ms. Kraus, tell me about this case.
It's similar to the last case. His bond was reduced to a PR bond. The payments that were requested, the 608 amount, were done. The petition outlines specifically for this case in regards to an ordered on arrears is it would be requested that he's to pay $113 monthly, which would be the last charging amount, as this case is an arrears only case.
So this one, in effect, will not bump up the 608 figure because it was already included in it?
Correct.
All right. Yep. So right now, Mr. Higgly, we're at $658, and that's the $50 additional from the last case. This particular case, they're saying keep it the same, but instead of going to current support, it's now just going to go to your arrears balance. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objection to that?
No, sir.
All right, that's what we'll do in this particular case as well. And then in the last case, we call that one.
I think he has a total of 6 cases.
You're right. Sorry, I said last, but you're right. All right. This is Angela De La Rosa versus Joshua Higgly, file 10-13805-DP. Tell me about this case, Ms. Kraus.
For this particular case, the bond was reduced to a PR. Both payments of the $608 were made. This is an arrears only case. The balance is $2905.01. And we're requesting for this specific case to request to pay $95, as that was the last charging amount for this case.
So like the last case, this does not affect the overall total amount. It's just a continuation of the previous amount, but towards arrears. Is that correct? Mr.
Yes.
Higgly, does that meet with your approval as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that's what we'll do in this case then. So you're still at a 658 total. Next matter is Lindsay Bootka versus Joshua Higgly, file 17-16932-DS. Ms. Kraus, go ahead and tell me about this case.
This case is similar to the last bond, was reduced to a PR bond. He did make the specific payments that were requested. This case is currently charging at the amount of $166. The petition outlines requesting the defendant to pay $249, which is current support of $166 plus $83 towards overdue support.
So this would increase, if it were granted, this would increase his total amount for all of the cases by $83 a month.
Correct.
Is that right? Mr. Higgly, do you have any objection to that?
Yeah, I think 83 is reaching a little high.
Ms. Kraus, where did you come up with the $83 figure?
As it's no more than half of the current support, as it's pursuant to the Michigan Child Support Formula.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if I'm already having an issue paying the support, adding $100 onto it ain't gonna make it any easier.
I agree with you. It's not going to make it any easier, but it is something that you're required to do. And the friend of the court's required to come up with a dollar amount that they think that you can make. And the
Can
law
we do a review
says,
hearing on these too? I ain't had one in like 15 years, so.
you can ask for anytime that you wish to think that there's been a
Let's do
change in
one.
your circumstances. But right now, the obligation, the guideline formula says either 2% or half of what your previous obligation, up to half of what
I'd be
your previous
comfortable adding a
obligation.
50 onto it, but I'm not doing no 35 extra on top of it. So no, I will not agree.
All right, so what's your, other than I don't want to pay more money, what's your basis for your disagreement?
My basis is one, I don't see any of my kids. Two, I think 50 added on would be suffice.
Well, I've just told you that the reason that the friend of the court's saying 83 is because that's what the guidelines say to use.
Okay, we'll
and so
sign it.
what-
We'll add it. We'll do it.
I'm simply trying to
Either way.
understand what your reason is.
Reason is money. You guys pretty much are telling me to go sell dope if I have to. So
I'm telling you to support your kids.
that's cool. Let's sign it.
All right.
I'll do
we'll
the
adopt
83, bud.
We'll adopt the $83 in this one. That puts you up to $741 a month.
Fucking ass. Man.
Next matter is Karissa K Meijer versus Joshua Higgly, file 18-17318-DS. Ms. Kraus, go ahead.
This is similar to the last case, as bond was reduced and payments were made as ordered. This case is currently charging for $106. The petition outlines to request the defendant to pay $159 monthly, which is current support of $106 plus an additional $53 towards overdue pursuant to the child support formula guidelines.
You have any objection to that, Mr. Higgly?
It don't matter if I do. Let's keep going.
All right, up to you then. $53 added on will be adopted. You're up to $794. Next matter is Lavet Peel Pole versus Joshua Higgly, file 24-19573-DS.
This is
Ms. Kraus, go
similar.
ahead.
Sure, thank you. This is similar to the other cases. Bond was reduced to a PR. He did make the specific payments that were ordered. This case is currently charging at the amount of $172. The request outlined in the petition is for the defendant to pay $258, which is a sum composed of current support of $172 plus $86 towards overdue pursuant to guidelines.
You have any objection to that, Mr. Higgly?
Yes, sir, I do. There's already stipulated order on that with a $50 charge for arrears. So actually, two of your cases, there has been stipulated orders already signed. One being
Stipulated
Pole and
order.
one being Wheeler, to be real.
Okay. Ms. Kraus, as to the stipulated order, when was that entered?
The
Last year.
stipulated order on that, but then again, he also failed to comply with the stipulated order and was arrested. Give me
So
just
let's
a
add more
moment.
money.
Mr. Higgly, you're gonna have to wait till she's done talking, then I'll have your,
Yeah.
you talk.
Yep. Keep going.
This is the case with Lavet, correct?
Yes.
All right. So that stipulated order was entered in on January 23rd of this year with Judge Hunter. There was a bench warrant issued due to the failure to comply with it and then failure to appear for a show cause that was issued that was reduced from the PR bond. That was back from August 20th of 25 is when the most recent one.
So, Mr. Higgly, why should I follow the stipulated order if you don't?
The stipulated order and the warrant that was for it was actually for missing a court date that wasn't even really missed. I logged on to the wrong court. Well, there's one with Wheeler too, so. And that
How
was
does that change what we're doing in this case?
I'm just stating. You asked me if I had any input. I'm inputting.
The question was, why should I be bound by a stipulated order when you don't follow
Because
it?
I had to be.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
I said because I had to be bound by it.
But you didn't. You were put in jail because you didn't do it.
No, I was put in jail because I missed a court date.
Well, that's part of the stipulated order. Do what you're
Either
supposed
way.
to do.
Let's add some money.
Your Honor, specifically in regarding to that case, the June 11th hearing that was adjourned out to the next hearing, it did indicate that he didn't make the specific payment amount for that case prior
By
to the
$12
hearing for the bench warrant issued.
By $12. $12.
How much is Mr. Higgly in arrears on this case, Ms. Kraus?
On this
$2,000.
specific case,
Yes.
it's $2,264. In this case, the support order entered, because it's a 24 case, it was entered in July 5th of 24. So just over a year.
And would it be fair to say that in all
These
of
guys
his
are about to
cases,
piss
it's
me off.
probably $30,000 plus in arrears?
I apologize. I couldn't
26.
back.
Would it be fair to say
But
that Mr.
all the
Higgly,
cases don't matter. Remember, all the cases don't matter. What that got to do with case? All the arrears total don't matter. Remember, you keep telling me the same fucking thing. Excuse my language.
so he's
I'm
more
just
than
trying to figure it out
$2,000?
too.
Mr. Higgly, you can't talk over me.
2,200.
Mr. Higgly, you can't talk over me.
Sorry, Your Honor.
So you're more than $2,000 behind in this case. Because of that, we're going to set a new arrears payment amount to reflect that. And that amount is going to be $86 additional towards arrears.
Damn. Okay.
All right, Ms. Kraus, have we done all of the cases involving Mr. Higgly?
Yes, based on the information that was outlined, it would indicate that his monthly obligation to be compliant with the information would be to pay $1,022 monthly, would meet what was requested pursuant to the petition.
I got over 867. All the stipulated. I don't know how you guys got 1,000. $608, 83, 53, 86. That doesn't come out to 1,000.
You redo the math, please, Ms. Kraus.
It's under $900 for
I
sure.
can go over it as we do it. In regards to the Ashley case, it was requested that he pays the
148.
98 plus $98 plus the $50. That's on the first case. The second case with Angela, request for him to pay 95. That case is specifically arrears only. The following case with Cynthia, it's request for him to pay $113, which was the last charging amount. That brings the balance up to $356. The case specifically with Lindsay, the request was him to pay $249, which is current, plus the $83, which brings it up to $605. The case with Karissa is request for him to pay $159. 1 second while I 159, which is the current 106 plus 53, that equals $764. And then on the Lavet case, I didn't get to hear, was that ordered to do the $86? I apologize, I couldn't hear.
Yes.
So that would be an additional $258, which equals $1,022 monthly.
Seems to be accurate, Mr. Higgly. That's what the court's going to order.
Whatever. We're good.
Thank you, Ms. Kraus. Thank you, Mr. Higgly.
Yeah. Want this dude go sell back to your fucking county.
Always happy to be of service.